Nigga, don't act like a bitch. That's why I don't got love for bitch. Oh, that's why too short, nigga, don't act like a bitch. That's why I don't got love for bitch. Oh, that's why too short, nigga. Oh, this is already done for. This one's already done for, bro. What the fuck? Oh, that's not it. Oh, come on, bro. Ooh.
We're going to go the wrong way. We keep putting garbage into our country. Somalia, they're all dead. Which is barely a country. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way. We keep putting garbage into our country. Somalia, they're all dead. Which is barely a country. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way. We keep putting garbage into our country. Somalia, they're all dead. Which is barely a country. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way. We keep putting garbage.
Nine seven. Let's go back to the phones and let's speak with Chef Kamar. Chef Kamar, listening to us from Chicago on WVON. You are keeping it real. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing? This is Chief Kamara.
Chief Kamara. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, I'm old friends with your dad. I'm really proud of you. I know you're making your dad proud and your parents are proud.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask the rest, say, let her co-host with you because you're doing such a good job.
Well, Lord.
I'd like to see more of you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother.
Your dad and I spoke last week. I know he's been busy, but we're asking the community at large, the Christian community, Muslim community, take a stand on Tariq Nasheed. He's the leader of the FBA, and he has, it's almost like a cult. Your dad and I were talking. He's saying really, he's saying really horrible things about African and Caribbean people. I mean, things you couldn't even imagine Charlie Kirk would say, or the most racist, the Ku Klux Klan people saying. And they encourage everybody to vote for Trump. He's anti-Democrat. He talks about the Congressional Black Caucus. He's come with a name for, African people and Caribbean people. And he's using the same propaganda that Nazis are using. The Nazis used during Nazi Germany. Bring all the problems in the world on African and Caribbean people. He said when crimes are committed, it's not black people in America, it's tethers, which means that's what he calls the, Caribbean and African people. So I got a petition out. I want everybody to help me with signing to say the same respect that Jewish people are being given, the same respect that the LGBT community is given, that African people should be given that same respect. And I'm from here as well, but I'm saying it hurts my heart because there never was a time that we as black people would attack our own people. I know you
9-7. Let's go back to the phones and let's speak with Chef Kamar. Chef Kamar, listening to us from Chicago on WVON. You are keeping it real. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing? This is Chief Kamara.
Chief Kamara. I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, I'm old friends with your dad. I'm really proud of you. I know you're making your dad proud and your parents are proud.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask the rest, say, let her co-host with you because you're doing such a good job.
Well,
I'd like more of you.
Thank you, brother.
Your dad and I spoke last week. I know he's been busy, but we're asking the community at large, the Christian community, Muslim community, take a stand on Tariq Nasheed. He's the leader of the FBA, and he has, it's almost like a cult. Your dad and I were talking. He's saying really, he's saying really horrible things about African and Caribbean people. I mean, things you couldn't even imagine Charlie Kirk would say, or the most racist the Ku Klux Klan people saying. And they encourage everybody to vote for Trump. He's anti-Democrat. He talks about the Congressional Black Caucus. He's come up with a name for, African people and Caribbean people. And he used the same propaganda that the Nazis used during Nazi Germany. He had all the problems in the world on African and Caribbean people. He said when crimes are committed, it's not black people in America, it's tethers, which means that's what he calls the Caribbean and African people. So I got a petition out. I want everybody to help me with signing to say the same respect that Jewish people are being given, the same respect that the LGBT community is given, that African people should be given that same respect. And I'm from here as well, but I'm saying it hurts my heart because there was a time that we as black people would attack our own people in the name of Trump and the Republican parties. I believe this is their contention. This is what they want to do. So I wanted to see if I can get everybody's support and sign their petition.
Okay.
And,
okay. Give us some information where we can find it.
I would have my office texted, so you can call our office at 708-631-4123. And that's 708.
Anyways, the link is in my bio, guys. The link is in my bio.
Black mothers, their African ancestry are tethers. And let me tell you why. So, tethers are a derogatory term that Black Americans use for African and Caribbean immigrants to move to the States, right? And they want economic freedom, they want opportunity, the whole American dream, or their parents moved here and they're second generation and they're reaping those benefits of their parents. So the reason why I say that they are tethers is because we acknowledge the experience that somebody else that looks like us is going through the same thing. If you remember the movie Us, you were tethered to your clone that lived underground, right? And they were going through the same experiences. They were struggling and all. Here as Black Americans in the States, we are going through the same struggle that our brothers and sisters in Africa are, just in a different dimension. So we're like, it's stressful here, we want to move to Africa. And then they're like, it's stressful here, they want to move to America. We're both mirroring the same sentiment due to the same exact experience, just in a different economy, a different upbringing, a different mentality. And we always have the grass is greener on the other side mentality. Now, if you remember the movie Us, in there, the term was used tether. And so I think that's what mostly the FBA's, shout out to Tariq Nasheed. And so they got that from the movie where it's like tether. But the funny thing is, I think it's more, I took it and turned it into a positive. That's why I have tether in my bio. It's like, yeah, we're tether game. Yes, we are connected to Black people in Africa, but foundational Black Americans believe that that we are the original Americans, Native Americans, and that there is no lineage that traces Black Americans back to Africa. Peace from Khalees.
To all the Africans and African Americans who are using the dumb ass excuse of, the African said this about me. The African American said this about me. Y'all are not African. Y'all not American. Y'all not this, y'all not this. To all of y'all weak mother suckers, please step aside, okay? Y'all are not revolutionary. Y'all are weak. Y'all just argue with your family, all right? And it's embarrassing. It's not needed. We don't care about your little petty arguments. Oh, they called me this. Oh, they called me that. Oh, they said this. Oh, they're stealing our resources. We don't want to hear that bullshit. Just say that you're weak and you can't handle the real struggle. You can't handle the real problem. So you gotta make shit up and go against your own. Just say that. I would respect that more. Then you coming on my page, coming on panels, complaining about somebody calling you a name or somebody stealing resources that you don't have. They not stealing your resources. You're just trying to find a reason. And for all of you who keep saying, well, what's the problem if we want to just focus on our own? Because they are our own. African Americans and Africans are cousins. We are each other's people. And when you're excluding somebody, it's just like excluding from the family. Oh, this is my brother and sister, but fuck my cousin. It sounds stupid. You're not just focusing on your, it's just dumb. Oh, well, if you're born in America, I'll focus on you. But if you're born on the continent, I don't want nothing to do with you. What's wrong with y'all? If y'all born on the continent, I'll focus on you. But if you're born in America, I don't want nothing to do with y'all. Learn your history, right? And honor your ancestors, because your ancestors wasn't on that bullshit. They knew the strength in the numbers. They knew it was time to come together. So no matter how much y'all bitch and cry, we don't want to hear that shit. The real people that's trying to unite, we don't want to hear that shit. Go cry to your mama. All right? Or go cry to your organization that you keep trying to call a lineage. Or go cry to your tribe's people. Whoever, go cry to them. The ones that are uniting are the stronger ones, period, point blank. The smarter ones, period, point blank. The better ones, period, point blank. And we tired of you infesting the community with your bullshit.
Black Americans who acknowledge their African ancestry are tethers. And let me tell you why. So by definition,
Sorry, bro. I tried to invite you up here. Something's wrong with my thing. I'll try to invite you again. I don't know. I forgot who you were. Request back up if you want to come back up.
Of ice.
We're going to go the wrong way. We keep putting garbage into our country. Somalia, they're all dead. Which is barely a country. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way. Bodies! They're all dead. Click. Bodies! They're all dead.
Cultural renaissance. We're just accepting everybody for who they are. These people came over here with that with xenophobia towards us. They had to smoke for us.
I feel your pain. I'm a tether with a hard R because I'm a tether who's actually eligible for reparations. So the fact that I'm eligible for reparations, I'm held up to ridicule. I'm an anchor baby. I'm all sorts of things. So, but yeah, you make a very good point. But we haven't heard from Trouble. Do you have anything to add to this? Like, do you notice any weirdness between?
I mean, I'm East African, so it has been like weirdness, but I don't know if that's like a East African thing.
I feel your pain. I'm a tether with a hard R because I'm a tether who's actually eligible for reparations. So the fact that I'm eligible for reparations, I'm held up to ridicule. I'm an anchor baby. I'm all sorts of things. So, but yeah, you make a very good point. But we haven't heard from.
The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was indeed a monumental step forward, largely driven by the struggle of African Americans. However, it was signed into law by a president who represented the establishment, and the benefits of the law were not exclusively or solely thanks to African Americans. In fact, many other groups benefited from the civil rights progress, and the narrative that it was solely the result of African American struggle can be oversimplified. While FBAs might claim that their struggle opened doors for other immigrants, It's important to note that the power of grant citizenship or immigration rights has always rested with the U.S. government and the political elites, not just African Americans. This means that African Americans, despite their struggles, were not the sole people of immigration policy. Instead, they were part of a larger system influenced by white political power. By using the civil rights narrative as a weapon against African immigrants, FBA xenophobes overlook the broader historical and political context. The reality is that the U.S. immigration system and the power dynamics within it have always been controlled by those in positions of privilege and power, not by the oppressed group themselves. There's a certain irony in how FBA xenophobes use the narrative to assert control. It's a form of manipulation where they position themselves as gatekeepers of opportunity, even though the ultimate decisions are made by those in power. This rhetoric can be seen as a way to exclude and marginalize African immigrants, even though the real power dynamics are far more complex and rooted in a broader historical context.
Yo, Mitty man.
Can we fuck these nigger bitches in the ass or what?
Oh my god, I gotta drop your bitch ass, white ass. God damn you. God damn, they got me. They got me. Yo, bro, I hope you have a good day, bro. I hope you don't have to call anybody the N-word today. I mean, I got it. You gave it to me, all right? So don't do it to nobody else, okay? You have a good day, my bro. I'm not gonna invite your bitch ass love no more. No, hell no. I only want to talk to my people. My people only. You might have been my peoples, but you know it doesn't matter what color you are. But you're not my peoples. You're coming up in here talking all that bullshit. I can't let you spew that hate. You know that hate you have in your heart. I can't let you spew it. Bro, go pray. Go meditate. Go do something. Anyways, I'm only looking for smoke. FBA smoke. That's all I need. That's all I want. You FBA, I want you up here. I want to talk to you. Invite an FBA friend if you got one. All right? If you have an FBA friend, let him up here. Unity, you're not no FBA, Unity.
It automatically brought me up, Vibes. I apologize.
No, I invited you up. I invited a bunch of people up.
Okay, but I am reporting live from Accra, Ghana, sir.
Okay, welcome up, my brother.
Yeah, so I've been in here a couple of days now, and FBA's obviously hadn't been to Africa. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all you gotta say. All right, let me get this moderator power real quick. Shit, I don't have. Oh yeah, I do. All right. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and introduce Black Dot. Black Dot, how you doing, brother? Welcome to the panel. Can I get you to introduce yourself with your race and ethnicity, where you're from, please?
Black American. What else were the questions?
So black and then ethnicity. What would you consider an ethnicity, my brother?
Okay, let me do it like this. African American and black. How about
Okay. And where you from in America?
the Bay Area.
Okay, I'm in the Central Bay Area, Santa Cruz. I know you know. All right. Welcome up to the panel.
Well, brother. Full disclosure.
Yeah.
Bay Area boy. Been there all my life. Moved to the Central California, Kern County. Moved from Kern County, and now for the last 5 years I've been in Pittsburgh. But I always deal with myself as a San Francisco 49er fan and a San Francisco Giant fan, being born there.
All right, gold digger. All right, I see you. I'm just joking. You know, gold. You know, Niners. All right, it was a joke. Black. But welcome up, man. Hopefully, what is that? Steelers is Minnesota, you said, or what was it?
Pittsburgh, brother.
Pittsburgh. Thank you. Well, welcome up to the panel. Do you want to answer one of these questions, my brother?
Okay, let's see here. Does one drop of tethered blood make you FDA? No. Why are FDA xenophobic and report to ICE? I don't do that. Are FDA used or are they a fence for white supremacy? And therein lies the question. For me, I was cool with that whole model until recently, when I see a conflation of those two energies, FDA, white supremacy. Number 4, can African people use the N word and people use whatever the hell they want to use? Why FBAs use illegals despite dehumanization of blacks as slaves? I would say enslaved. I don't think people are inherently slaves. But my point is this, from the traditional school, is that for me, the term simply meant and only meant that one was direct descendants of the enslaved in the Americas. It didn't mean all of the other things that people are talking about. It simply meant that you were the progeny of Africans who were enslaved. That's all. And anything else people impute on that term, I'm not with that. But as a foundational type situation for to have a footstep in the Americas through enslavement, yeah, I'm a foundational Black American. Yes.
Okay, Black Dot. Thank you for that. I do want to say, though, FBAs do not, they're trying to delineate from the terms African American. You presented yourself as an African American first, and you ended up becoming an FBA.
No.
So,
Those
again,
are
brother, hold on. Let me land. No. That you have to get rid of these terms that will undermine your political stance and your identity, right? So they're delineating from African American and even a Black American. You can't even be a Black American anymore. You have to pick a side. You have to either be an FBA or a Black American. But since it's still in progress, since the delineation is still pending, right? You still have a chance to. So I'm up here to tell people what FBAs are truly. You know, maybe I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And that you don't know what an FBA is today, you know, as in the sense of the foundational on top of ethnicity or a race, right? Black American is a legit thing. African American is a legit thing. It's on the census. It's legally recognized. But FBA is not, you know. I know people are trying to do that, but it's nothing that is concrete per se, right? It's nothing that's going to give you recognition. Maybe within a social class you can find some recognition within your own people, within your own group, that gang FBA, you feel me? Like if you guys want to see it, you know, some people want to do salon, right? There's salon, there's a ADOS, there's a bunch of other options, right? People that are FBAs to this day say that they want to move away from that term itself. But again, it's a delineation process. It's going to take forever. I asked them to hurry it up. You know, I don't want to tell the difference between a Black American and FBA, let alone an African American and FBA. Now, you want to say they're all synonymous, but they will remind you that it's not. So I'm just trying to catch you up, brother, about how they view people that still call themselves African Americans. If you dare do that on their panels, they will dismiss you, call you a tether, and how dare you have any affinity to Africa. All right, Black Dot? So I just want to let you know that, unless you didn't know. All right, I'm going to give you the disclaimer right now.
I didn't.
But here, you didn't what?
I didn't know all of these
you didn't what?
things, but I didn't know.
And that's okay. That's okay. We have the nuance. We have the nuance information, Black, and I'm happy you're here just to learn. But let me introduce Moody or Moody. Let me introduce Moody, please. Is that okay? We're gonna have an open panel. I promise. Okay. Moody, can I get your race?
I am
Yeah.
an African from East Africa, naturalized American citizen.
Okay. Okay. You have kids here?
I have 7 or 8 kids that were born here. Yes.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, brother. All right. All right. Welcome to the panel. Do you want to address anything that's been said so far, or do you want to answer some of these questions?
Uh, I would say the topic, the two pictures caught my eye first. The FBA thing is pretty new to me right now. I'm not sure when it was introduced or who created it or what group it came from, but I'm assuming it's from one of those folks that divide communities. The term African American was up for debate lately between the African Americans themselves, the Black folks here, the direct descendants of slaves. So some were saying the African American term was invented by Democrats to sway their votes. Now I'm assuming this FBA was invented by the far right. There for debates, I think, both as well. But depending on where these names come from, I would pretty much stand with people of African origin that are Americans. That's about it, like an American term. If the inventors are moved aside, not if it's not what I mean is if it's not politicized. But foundational Black American, it wouldn't make sense. There are blacks that are not. There are folks that have the same ties like the Black Puerto Ricans, who are in a way Latins as well. So foundational Black Americans would make sense if that is denying their originality of being of them come from Africa. The question here: the second question here? Why an FBA's xenophobic report to ICE? Well, I've seen it happening right now. A lot of folks, African American folks, or this foundational Black American, whoever they're naming themselves, all over social media attacking other Africans like me, East African person from, who's here, saying you got to go back. This is our land, blah blah blah. More than even the white folks or the natives. So they do that, I believe. What's the third question? I can't see here.
Are FBAs used or on the fence for YT supremacy?
I believe that is yes. That is yes right now. Folks like Candace Owens is a good example of that. She was with the far right groups until she realized they were throwing her under the bus. And there are hundreds of like her in social media who are front for white supremacy. They attack other folks, other blacks. They used to attack Barack Obama when he was president. They would not defend a black person's right. They would say, you know what, we're this and that. Just last night, I was part of a panel hosted by a black fella, and he was raging black folks. He was pro-white supremacists. He's my language, not white race, but he was anti-African American, anti-blacks. He was saying they're cruel, they kill each other. He was taking examples of Chicago, analyzing people, Chicago for youngsters, etc. So that is a clear proof that these folks are used by the white supremacists and also other groups, folks like the Zionists that own all these platforms.
Yes,
Can
brother Moody. Yeah, go ahead, brother. Can African people use the N word or use AAVE?
I think they should not use. It's a derogatory word. It's been used to humiliate the black folks in the past. So I would say it should be abolished altogether.
Okay, agreed, my brother. Last question, last one. Why FBAs use the term illegals despite the dehumanization of blacks as slaves?
I believe it's they've been misinformed. Campaigns were run by these white supremacist groups And the whole reason why the white supremacist groups run this rhetoric of illegals is they just want to own people. So the FBAs do not know better. When these terms are used, they were not. Their ancestors were not brought here with their will. They could be. They could be used. They could be. They could be example as illegals. So it's totally wrong, but they are used actually. Yes.
Okay, brother Moody, thank you for that, and I'm in agreement with you on a lot of the points you made, and so we're just observing this, and so thank you for that, Moody. I will have an open panel now. Black Dot, if you don't know FBA's in totality, this man right here on the prompt, this foundational Black American, his name's Tariq Nasheed. Are you familiar with him?
Yes, I am. And all I can say, excuse me?
Go ahead, brother.
Sir?
Sorry.
Oh, all I can say about
go ahead, Black.
that. Thank you. All I can say with regard to that is not in alignment with what I understood originally. That the term meant. It is metastasized into a myriad of meanings that people attach along to on social media. My issue is that I just want to be clearly understood what I mean by foundation. I don't know what this man has changed or morphed into, but what I mean by that is simply a person who is a direct descendant of enslaved Africans who were shipped here in the 15 and 1619 up to 1619, and then there and after. That's what I mean by that. I mean that it is those people who, after the importation, were here as chattel slaves and their descendants. Nothing more. That's it. It stops there. So any of these new terms that you're speaking of, I'm not aware of. I mean, my teachers, whether it be sheep, oh boy, I'm missing my names, but my great historians would all refer to the motherland. I personally, and my family and my children, would never delineate a separation between the continent and its legacy and our legacy here in the Americas. So, I mean, I guess you're positing that there needs to be another term developed. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But at the same time, my intentions and my purpose is very clear. My identity is a person from the diaspora who, along the bus stops, they had several bus stops along the way, landed. My bus landed in America, and we did what we did and suffered and triumphed and all of the experiences in between those extremes. We lived and existed, and I won't give that up. I won't forget the hell fighters who fought in World War One, or the people, the African Americans who stormed San Juan Hill, although misguided through their foreign policy. It is what it is. We have to fight for our manhood and the right to exist in America, whether that be during World War One, when we were given to the French and awarded some of the highest honors of the French country, that French state, fighting against the Germans, and then on into World War II, but even before that. So for me, I rest with that history. It is my history, the history of my my ancestors here in this continent, but in no way does it ever separate me from the continent. And I'll land there.
All right, that's good to hear, Black.
Like,
Moody, do you want to respond to that? Respond to that. We'll have an open panel right now. Hold on, I'm just in the shower real quick. But Black, it's good to hear that a Black American still has an affinity back to Africa. Okay, so that's good to hear. And so we're here to educate only. Okay.
I thought somebody was going to respond or pontificate further so that we can get a better understanding about all these things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. Did you hear me? I'm in the shower real quick, but
Yeah, I hear
I'm
you.
almost done. Anyways, I was happy to hear that you have an affinity. All right, that you have an affinity to Africa. That's
Yeah,
good.
I'll be traveling back to Nigeria. Mhm.
Oh, awesome, man. Moody, do you want to respond to that too? Oh, he's out of here. Um, give me a second. Give me a second, Boycott.
Oh my goodness, Tom's in the house. Tom, come on up, man. Come on up, Tom. Because this conversation, that device, I don't know if the brother is doing that. I mean, he has his points up, and I can respond accordingly. But brother Tom, you know we love you too, my brother.
Hello.
Hi, Kick Fight.
Hey.
Kicking it. I'm sorry.
Hey, kicking. I'm taking a
What?
shower real quick. Can you
I got you. I got you. What's your response to the prompts? Kicking it.
To my response,
Hmm.
does one drop of blood make you no, FBA is not a real thing. So it that number one is not valid. Why are FBA xenophobic and report people's eyes? Because they feel like they're the only black people that belongs here. When half of them are actually not even from here. Their ancestors are not. Y'all can fight me if y'all want to. Um, are FBAs used or they're being used by white supremacists? They're being used by the government. What they don't know is their little plant, you know, there for to route people up so they can say, oh, black people are this. What they don't understand is, or what they don't seem to comprehend is, we are all, every color person is being judged based off their actions. And that's what they don't understand or seem to comprehend. Their actions lead other blacks and colored people either to the grave or in jail. Um, can African people use the N word? I don't think anybody should be using the N word, truth be told. But I'm still having trouble not using it, so I'm not here to judge. Why are FBAs use the term illegal despite? Um, Again, they want to be so close to being white. They want to feel like they're the only people who belong here. That's why they feel like they can do what they do that for number five. For the person that says sounds like a personal problem, it's not really a personal problem. Again, it's all about the mindset. Um, it sounds like you're one of those people who have trouble comprehending that FBA actions, negative actions, actually negatively reflect every colored person and black person within this country. That is the understanding that FBAs, people like you, don't seem to comprehend. That is something y'all don't seem to comprehend. You're what I learned about those people who only read to learn what they're reading in the book, but they're not reading the book to comprehend and also think for themselves. Those are those people, the FBA. I don't comprehend immigrant babble. You could call me immigrant all you want. You yourself, you're an immigrant. I promise you, you probably can't trace your ancestors back to here. And if you do, you're probably going to find that you are immigrant as well. But then again, I rest my case. You can fight me all you want in the comments.
Yeah, because I'm not fighting you, sister. I like to get an understanding. I mean, arguing back and forth doesn't get us anywhere. Uh, this medium allows us to communicate, collaborate, and share. And that's
Right.
the host is gone. He's showering. I hope he's got a good
Oh,
soap, by the way. But
um, Vibes, you left me as a moderator again. Like, I know I've been MIA, but you know, I'm just, you know, I've really been taking a break off of here because what I seem to, what I've come to the conclusion is that these people that want to call themselves FBAs, they're nothing but big bullies. If you don't believe or think the way they think, then they seem to want to attack people. And some of us have real lives out here. We're not just sitting on the internet babbling all day, not understanding that you guys are a whole plot the government is using. Y'all claim FBA, FBA. Meanwhile, the guy that actually created the whole FBA movement is making millions because y'all are on this app, literally putting money in his bank account while he's doing nothing. Okay? That's what y'all are doing.
did he open that school?
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow. I don't waste my time on things like that. I try to entertain myself with things that actually going to educate me and help me advance my life. You know? FBA is not. I'm sorry.
You don't apologize.
No, 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 no. I'm not apologizing because I'm sorry. I'm just saying I'm so it's like a thing where I do like I say I'm sorry when really I'm not really I don't know.
So you're saying something that you don't believe?
I don't mean I'm not saying I'm sorry. I'm not saying I'm sorry because I mean like I'm sorry. I'm saying I'm sorry in like
A dismissive term.
yeah, something like yeah,
I'm
pretty
sorry if you
much.
don't get it. I'm sorry if you don't
Yeah,
get
I'm
it.
sorry if you don't get like if you don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not here for you. Look at it, vibes. Welcome back. Are you in my area yet?
No, he's probably naked
No,
drying
no,
off.
no. I already
You
dried
haven't.
off. I already
You
dried
not in
off.
my
All
area
right.
yet, or is that
No,
2026
no. I
vibe?
haven't moved. I haven't moved yet. I haven't moved.
Uh,
Yeah. A lot of things have happened. Where
But
you been,
host.
stranger? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Child, school been kicking my ass. Oh, remember I was having a little mental breakdown the last time we was talking. I had a full mental breakdown, and then I ended up going back to work in the office. And yeah, I'm trying to recoup my life on going
All right.
in the office 5 days a week now.
I pray for you, sister. All right. Get it.
Ugh, you
Get that
know,
bag. Get that bag. I know
I hate
you
it.
have to go.
I hate it. It makes no sense that I have to go in office for them to know I'm doing my job.
Right.
Oh, you're one of
Just
those
doc.
people that
Just
were.
document everything. All right, Kiki.
Document, document, document. You know it.
You know.
So,
Go ahead,
Yes,
so
I'm
you're
Black.
one
one
of
of
You want to
those.
sit?
one of
Huh?
those
Oh,
What?
that COVID home work at home type stuff, right?
Yep.
For the last 2 years.
Yep. Yep.
Mm.
So again, I'm going to agree with Kicking on all their points in the sense of who we're talking to. I know Black Dot, you know, he's unaware about everything that
Has
is.
transpired.
Yeah.
Wow. It's deep.
Yeah. So again, Tariq Nasheed is not known to coin the term FBA. I think it was Claude Anderson. But he trademarked
Yeah,
the
but he
term.
trademarked the term
Yeah.
FBA and these idiots, what they don't understand and seem to read, because they're not reading, they're just reading, oh, he trademarked, and they're reading the trademark part, but they're not reading what it includes. Okay. So when they bring their dusties onto this internet, to God's internet, with the whole FBA, every time they do that and promote FBA, he's making money because it's part of media. He trademarked it under the media as well.
I think what I'm hearing is that, because I didn't understand. I think what I'm hearing is that the term has been weaponized.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Wow.
On TikTok, it is literally being weaponized to pin Black people against each other.
Yeah. I don't get down with that. I'm an international traveler and will continue to be one. And thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so a lot of people, we have empathy for Black Americans, African Americans that find themselves talking about foundational, and there's nothing wrong with the term. It's just it's been branded at this point, and it only works as someone's best interest, right? So,
Well,
And
for me, excuse me, love, but for me, if it's been weaponized it's like DEI or woke. This is what you're telling me about that term. And so, boy, that's okay. I'll have to live with that. But I won't I okay, brother host. Do you identify with the Hellfighters? What's your background? Tell me a little bit.
the Hellfighters. No, so I'm a first generation tether. You know,
What's that mean?
it's what FBAs like to call me. So it's like
What does that mean, brother?
It's not an identity, my brother. It's an observable thing that they get to call you if they don't agree with you, or if you end up cosplaying what Black American people. So a lot of these FBAs, they have something against Africans, right? In general, even though they're their ancestors, even though they descend from them, they still want to delineate from their African brothers and sisters who happen to show up to America as immigrants, like the waves of immigrants that happened in the 80s and 90s, right? So, but they want to, and there's nothing wrong with delineating. We want to remind people there's nothing wrong with delineating, but if you're going to punch down on immigrants, and right now, obviously, you know the climate about immigrants and deporting, right? So they're kind of.
Okay, go on.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anybody that's not supposed to be here, you know, and now we're turning this into deportations for
Who's
natural.
not supposed to be here?
You just said, you're not supposed to be here. You just said it.
Yeah, exactly. So they're
Then they
saying
gotta go.
that. I'm
Then
speaking
they
for
have to go.
FBAs. I'm speaking for FBAs. Will, please be patient. I will introduce you, brother. Let me get my thought out. They FBAs are saying that we don't belong here. You know,
Are you FBA?
that we're anchor babies now. You know, that we're tethers. You know, I'm not an FBA at all.
Then why are you speaking for
Thank
FBA?
you, brother.
I'm an African. I'm an African American, right?
No, you're not FBA.
Yes, I'm African, whether you like it or not. Will.
Where does he come
FBA,
from?
though.
Will.
Hey, bro.
Well, you sound very, very, very hurt, and you sound like you're one of those people who.
If I'm in Lagos, I can't speak for Yoruba if I'm Igbo. You're not FBA.
But you're not even pronouncing the names right. Lagos, That is not how you
Listen.
pronounce
I'm in
Yeah, so
those.
Lagos
don't
3
say
months
our
out the
name.
year, so
Don't
I don't
say
want
our
to hear that.
African
Again,
names.
you in
I'm more
Lagos.
African
That
than the Africans on the. I do more for
you're
Africa
talking.
on the continent
If
No,
than
you
you do.
again, you are one
Look,
of
I
those
do
black
more for.
Americans
Where did
that
he
I do.
come
you.
from? Who
What
is that?
exactly do you do for Africa that they don't do for
But
themselves?
wait a minute,
What? Hold on.
decorum,
Wait.
decorum.
Listen,
Yeah.
No, he's
you
supposed to
cut me off,
introduce
but
himself.
listen.
hold on,
He's
Black,
supposed
we
to
No,
got
no,
this.
no,
We
no,
got
introduce
no, no,
this.
no, no,
himself.
no.
You
We
Black,
can't
got
hold
this,
on.
speak
Black.
for
Don't
somebody.
worry.
I would never
Hold on,
speak for
Black.
any of my Yoruba people ever.
No, no, no. You're not Yoruba though. You're
I
not
said
Yoruba.
people.
You're
My
not
Yoruba
from
people that
Logan.
I'm associated with. I'm not
You're
Okay,
not
associated
a
with you
Yoruba
because
though.
probably you're ignorant.
but you are not Yoruba.
Because
You,
I have
It,
economics over there. I have money going on over there, and
but you're not
I
Yoruba.
bring jobs to
You're
people.
not
Are you
from
giving
there.
people
You,
jobs?
you
just
are
like
not
I'm not
from
FBA.
there.
Just like I'm
You're
not
not
FBA.
from
You're not
there.
Yoruba.
Are
You're
you
not.
employing
If you
FBA?
are if you're
And what
FBA,
and
you're
what
not
are you
African.
doing for
Y'all cutting me
Africans
off,
so
but y'all
much
keep
that
talking.
African no, because you're spewing nonsense on
No,
the internet. You're spewing nonsense and it's
let
invalid.
me explain my.
What are no, hold on. I want you to answer these questions. The first question is, what are you doing for the Africans
He
in
fled.
Lagos?
He fled again.
Again,
So
because you're in Lagos. Let me hold on. Let me put my accent on for you because I am from there. I am there. So again, let me tell you right now, if you don't know, but you should find out. Okay, it's not pronounced Lagos. It's Lagos. Okay, again, thank you very much. What exactly is your dusty behind doing for the people back in Lagos that they couldn't do for themselves? Again, it's only because one, the flights are cheap for y'all to go there, so now y'all feel like y'all can go there. Thanks to Uncle Trump with the whole PPP and everything else, and the whole COVID and all this nonsense he had decided to put in your head. Y'all were able to go back to Africa. Some of y'all never made it there before COVID. And if it wasn't for COVID, y'all would have never made it there. So y'all took the scammy ass money y'all scammed from here to take it back there to say what? You're not doing nothing. You should check the resources that's coming from Africa to build this goddamn country. So before you come speaking out of your part, dirty no Bessie, you should know exactly what you're gonna speak. You should know the truth. Half of the resources that is funding America, France, all the other European countries, them is coming from Africa. Why do you think they're fighting their ass so hard to band together to suppress Africans? You want to speak out of your dirty butthole to talk about say you're doing more for Africans than they can do for themselves? Are you stupid? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Because I'm ready to wash you right now. So bring your ass back so I can wash you. Idiot. Complete idiot. And anybody else that come on here, let me tell you, you better respect yourself. Because if you're not respect yourself, I will dirty you. It's Christmas next week. You don't make me spoil your Christmas for
who
you.
are you kicking? I don't even know this lady talking right now.
I like her
Anywho,
though.
y'all could go on.
Yeah,
Hi.
you're
How
funny.
are
Hi,
you?
I'm listening. Keep going. Cuss their ass out.
How are you? You know,
I'm well.
I just be having to switch it a little bit sometimes. So TikTok can't kick me off and ban me because you know they don't understand us yet. Until they can understand colloquy, then we're safe.
And that picture is pretty much accurate.
Bootlicker.
Can,
Okay.
D? Can you introduce yourself with your race and ethnicity, where you're from, and then you can chime in.
I, I'm Pan African, descendants of Black Panther, Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, Shy Town, welcome to the panel.
Yeah, I've been here before. I followed you. Yeah, but
Okay,
it's been
cool.
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this is disgraceful. Not really because he don't live with me. I got a whole condo. I'm good. But yeah, to even indulge with Donald Trump is just trying to get clout. They think they're gonna get land or their name on a document, but they don't know there's just about to be some real slaves here in America America is living on 60% dead land. These white Neanderthals come from an inbreed of dynasties. When you go to Europe and you look up the Caucasians, they inbred themselves from the dynasties, and then they changed it to royalty. But look at King Leopold. He is a 16th descendant, Queen Victoria, and she was in the 1900s. She's a 16th woman. She was a 16th descendant. King Leopold, I think, was like 12 or something like that. However, when they got together, they band together and they went and got Congo, right? And then they went and got a lot of other African areas. And then they came to America and brought some slaves here to America. And that's just one of those damn descendants. He kind of liked being part of their inbreeding, essaying from the Catholic Church. I mean, please, these white our soil, our air, our water here in America. America is a third world country. Leave these motherfuckers here. And we all just go back to Africa. Leave their dirty asses right here. Because these are your less than intelligent blacks, I guess, that will follow any goddamn bootlicking place they could go to think they could get clout. They weren't part of a capitalism system that was designed to hate they stanky ass. And they still don't know no better. And so if they can't read and they can't understand logic, then leave their funky asses here like a Harriet Tubman.
Okay. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's introduce the new guests up here. Let's go with Lord first. Lord, welcome to the panel. Can I get you to introduce yourself with your race and ethnicity and where you're from?
African American from Minnesota, 53.
Okay,
y'all a question.
Welcome to the panel.
Do y'all remember a lady a long time ago, about 10 years ago? She's had a lot of videos, a white lady, and she was like, "Hey, if any of y'all choose to be black, raise your hand." Y'all remember that lady there?
Was this in a school or where was she?
It was like a video. She used to be going around all the time where she used to be talking about
Jane, what's her name? She's a white lady sharing that if any of the white people want to be black, raise their hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Kind of like Tim Wise girlfriend.
No. Listen. Hear me out.
Yeah. I hear you though. I know.
Okay, check. Now, all the things that she mentioned in that video, you know what I'm saying? Just pay attention to the things she mentioned in that video. Like, she said that by 2040, that America will be dark because white people are not having babies, things like that, right? And in order for this to not happen, they had to get rid of all the immigrants, all the dark immigrants. They will have to stop ABs completely. They will have to convince black women to have babies by white men, you know what I'm saying, and other races of people. And when you look on TikTok, that's all they push. They push everything that the white nationalists in the United States want happen. People like the FBA, they not new to us, you know what I'm saying? They not new to Black America because that's that cousin who says when you go around your African friends, oh, they don't like us. You know what I mean? I just think that they done gave these people a bullhorn. You know what I'm saying? And they line in their pockets. You know what I'm saying? They remind me of the 90s and 80s smug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Selfish people. All they care about was self-benefit. You know what I mean? Forget the community burning down and nothing like that. You know? But I think that TikTok is a part of that. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all of them, you know what I mean? I think it's a campaign for that. And that's why you have people like the FBA stepping up, saying what they saying. And I'm going to land my plane with that. I just wanted to put that out there.
All right, thank you, brother. I'm sorry, I'm stuffing my mouth.
No, go ahead, Gerald. Can you give me your race, your ethnicity, where you're from?
Hello, everyone. Hello? Can you hear me?
We hear you. We hear you.
Race and ethnicity. I am from Chatham slavery, 1700s all the way up to now, as far as back as the paperwork I can find.
So, will you consider yourself an African American, a Black American, or an
I would
FBA?
never consider myself to be an African American. That term was given to me, not asked me who I am and where I come from. It was put on us by the society that we live in. So a lot of people that call themselves African Americans don't even know where that term came from. They use it because when you're born here, they put that on your birth certificate. That is a term that the government uses to categorize who we are, but that is not who we are.
So, my brother, there a lot of people have a hyphenation before American in America. You got the Mexican Americans, you got Chinese Americans, you got people have a hyphenation. The only people that don't have a hyphenation that need one are the white tea people. They're only known as Americans, but I love to call them European Americans, right?
Well,
They come from Europe. They come from Europe, right?
They're inbreed.
White tea people were never just Americans, you know. So that's why
no one that's in America that came from somewhere else is American. They're something else than American.
So brother, white tea people are the one to label us the labels that they reclassified us, right?
That is the issue I have with the diaspora telling us who we are.
So the diaspora is not telling you who you are. White tea people are telling you who you are.
But they tend to use those terms. I've listened to everything everybody said that came up here. And everybody has a hyphen, as you said, to where they come from.
Okay,
now the FBAs, that's a new term they just came up with. That term, I have no problem with anybody in the diaspora. The problem I have is when they come here, they're not looking out for my interests. They're looking out for their interests. So if you're looking out for your interests, how does that help me? And when you undermine all the work that my ancestors did and give us no credit for the work that my ancestors did, then you automatically become against me and not for me. If you're
so you're going to go after the white people then?
Excuse me?
Are you going after the white people that didn't give you credit?
I would never go to white people to ask for credit. I'm looking at the people that look just like me.
No. I said to give you credit of what you're talking about.
No. I'm not asking white people, anybody, to give me credit for anything.
You just said they're not giving you credit. Who you talking about?
I'm talking about the black diaspora that comes to this country.
But we didn't enslave you.
It's not about you enslaving me. It's about you hindering me from moving forward to the future.
Boy, bye. Go get your shit.
I'm a boy.
Go
so
get
you're
it.
saying
I dare you.
that you come here and
hold on, Gerald, hold on. Again, like she said, you only have smoke for these people, not the wave. Hold on, D. Not the waves of European immigrants, right? Who have been coming here.
We've been fighting them since.
Hold on. But here you go, fighting more people, right? Your own people.
Fighting my own people. Who are my people?
Gerald.
I'm asking you, who you say my people?
Gerald, apparently I'm not your folks. I'm not your people.
Of course you're not.
But here you are on an African panel giving us your grievances about same white tea talking points that they talk to all.
That we should be together. You said that.
Hold on. We should. But We're gonna have to come across people that want to delineate. So all we're saying is hurry up and delineate already.
Yeah.
You cannot be code switch. You can't be code switching between Black American and African American. If you were
Nobody's
FBA, you were
code
FBA. Now, if you're not an FBA, I don't have any issue with you. Right? I only have issues with FBAs. But it's okay, Joe. Joe, nobody has time to come and undermine you, all right? Especially because you guys aren't the gatekeepers of who gets in here and who gets out. You don't get to decide that. So take it up with the white tee former master, okay? African immigrants, all immigrants have nothing to do with you and undermining you when people have already undermined us completely in totality.
And that's my point exactly. You have answered my question. That is my point exactly.
But check this out. Let me ask you this question, brother. Let me ask you this question. This is very easy. Check this out. You have black celebrities, right? You have Puffy, Diddy.
Oh, see.
All these different. Hear what I'm saying? Hear me out, bro. Hear me out before you cut me. Hear me out. You have all these different groups of people who have made hundreds of millions of dollars in our community, left our community, but yet you don't have no beef with them?
Scary ass.
But you got beef with people who come here, you know what I'm saying, to make money to send back home. Majority of
I
them
have beef with no one that comes here. First of all. Secondly, those that come here, make their money, and do what they gonna do has nothing to do with me. My problem is, hold on, let me finish. My problem is when you get into politics and undermine what I'm fighting for. And I'm fighting for the same rights that my people been fighting for since Chatham slavery.
Who'd you vote for? Who'd you vote for, Joe? Hold on. Who'd you vote for, Joe?
I didn't vote for either one of them
live in the United States
because I don't believe in the politics. Neither one of them are on my side.
But they do though. They understand that you had to be politician. You got to be in the politics of the United States. You got to vote local.
There's nothing wrong with being in the politics of the United States. The problem is when your politics is undermining my life.
How is that possible when you
if you go in, listen,
check it out. You live in Minnesota.
When you didn't vote, you didn't vote for it. That's I brought up who you voted for because you brought up politics.
Because I didn't vote has nothing to do.
I don't want to hear about anybody's politics.
You have 50 million black people that are born and raised in the United States. You know what I'm saying? If you want to run for public office, you can definitely beat an African out any day of the week.
That has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
Hey, could y'all give him the yellow school hammock?
It's called a short bus. Since you're from somewhere else, you don't know that.
No, I know.
Gerald, stop flexing. Stop flexing your American exceptionalism. Stop flexing. Hold on. D, hold on. Stop flexing the American exceptionalists. Like you gotta know, you gotta hoorah and you gotta kneel and you gotta bow.
Here, trying to be funny.
But here you are trying to correct her about how she speaks. Okay, hold on, Jerry.
I'm correcting her about the dig.
You can't. We can't be corrected. A simulation did not happen. We ain't speaking.
I gave you your helmet. The one you spoke about your bus.
You got
need your helmet on.
Gerald, you're being trolled right now, Gerald. But here, I understand you, Gerald. But Gerald, you're gonna have to do something. Hold on.
But if you're gonna have a conversation, a real conversation,
man, you debunked yourself like 4 times.
Going back and forth with an individual.
D, let him land. I'm gonna let the brother land. Gerald, land your points. We're not gonna understand how to be.
My point is, if you're not fighting with me, you're fighting against me.
You fighting with the white tee, man. I can't be with you.
If you're not fighting with me, you're fighting against me. It don't matter who I'm fighting. If you're against me, you're against me. If you're not with me,
you fighting yourself at this point, Gerald.
Exactly. Fighting the air.
Well, I will continue to fight myself and let y'all do what y'all do.
We with you, brother. We're gonna pray for you, Gerald.
As my mother said,
we're gonna
come back to the fold.
Put a little time on it, and we'll see where it goes.
Lord.
Put a little time on it, and we'll see where it goes. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, likewise.
Got your bus ready?
The short bus. The short bus, dude. Look,
I asked him to get his helmet, and he wanted to bring up the bus. Well, damn it! Now you got both. You're equipped. Jesus.
Gerald, we don't mean no any harm, all right? We don't want to hurt no FBA feelings today.
Man, I signify for a living. I'm from Chicago. That's what we do.
Chi-town. All right, let's go ahead and
We ain't
introduce
thinking about his
Simone.
damn feelings. He should come
Simone's
with
up
that
there. Simone's
that
up there
slow
being patient. D, let me introduce Simone. Simone, what's going on? Can I get your race, ethnicity, and where you're from, please?
Yeah, I'm black. I'm from Kenya.
Okay, my Kikuyu brother, what's good? Welcome
Hey
to the
man,
panel.
what's up?
Chilling.
Yeah, I'm just enjoying listening to the live. Just trying to pick up some knowledge, and because I be going on their lives, and they have a lot of, hundreds of people on their lives sometimes, and sometimes it's I'm just here listening because you made a lot of good points just right there. I think you have your arguments prepared, and you really you're listening to what they have to say and addressing them directly. And I think those points that you made just now can pretty much deconstruct and not 100% of their positions. So that was good to hear, man.
Awesome, Simone. I'm happy that you got some ammo. You feel me? Like if you need it,
Yeah, for sure.
But they're just like you said, they have if you leave this live, you'll go to 12 other FBA lives, so I'm just trying to combat.
Yeah, man, don't keep it going. Keep it going.
Listen, if you're a younger guy, I don't know how young you are, but I just want to let you know. And when you're on this app, it's a matrix. It's not real. You could walk in and walk out of whatever you choose. If you want to stay there, you're putting yourself there. You get where I'm coming from, Kenya.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's a matrix in the sense that it's not. It's not. It's fake news.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't allow it to drain you.
Yeah.
Get out of that. If you hear some nonsense, turn your volume down if you want to stay there to make a point. You don't have to listen to everybody. You got a whole device in your hand. You could manipulate it however you choose.
Yeah, it's good advice, yeah. But you guys keep on going with what you're doing.
I'm waiting on the next FBA. I want to have some fun.
I know, for real. I wish I could pull them all over here, to be honest, because they're I don't know what they're nurturing, but it's coming out crooked. But yeah.
Tyreek, I heard Tyreek say something one morning. He wasn't inviting me up because I was debunking him in the comments because I wanted a piece of that one, the foundational Black America, whatever. However, I seen so many videos of him praising Africa, connecting with Africa when he was like 10 years ago. So we already know the Paydom is the real. And then the GoFundMe from the other Black trailer people that have not got your... If you want your papers, go get it. We all gonna celebrate. Now let's see if they're gonna give you that reparations. They're not. They've already said it like several million times. However, that foundational person, whoever he is, keep lying to y'all saying that it's gonna happen. Y'all gave him donations. He bought a shack and put some pictures in it. And now what? You still ain't got your papers. You still just want to argue with other
You talking about the
Africans.
Black History Museum?
Yeah. Don't make me laugh.
Hey, real quick, I'm kind of curious, real quick.
Hold on, Dan. I gotta introduce you.
Yeah.
And, I do want to say I do have a Tariq Nasheed ban for hate speech on my
I want to hear that.
my brother Mansa's leading the petition. So the petition's on my bio. You can go and click there.
Oh my!
It
I
only
signed
takes
one.
it only takes 2 seconds to go put your name on it.
I
It's
got
really
you.
good.
Send it to me.
Hate
Send it
speech,
to me.
yeah.
Okay.
It's on my link to on my bio. Just that's the only link on my bio. So you guys can go back there. I would put it in the comments, but it takes a long time. Just go when you're done here. Just go do it. No pressure. Let's go ahead and introduce Dan. Dan, how's it going? Welcome to the panel. Can I get you to introduce yourself with your race and ethnicity, where you're from, please?
Yeah, Native American from Arizona.
Okay. Welcome to the panel. Go ahead. You want to respond to anything?
Oh Lord.
Do you want to respond to the prompt? I know I ain't got no questions. This is sorry. Let me bring back the other one. Did you want to respond to anything that you've heard so far, or do you want to answer one of these questions?
I mean, yeah, I think it's kind of funny how this topic is even in its place right now. I mean, these people have always been here in this continent. They've been traced over here since the beginning of science, and then been able to trace the lineage, so
What is
otherwise you guys being from another continent in Africa, so it kind of really doesn't make any sense. It's like Americans trying to say who belongs in America without recognizing the people that were there before them.
Yes, I'm guessing, Dan, you're talking about the pretendians, the people that claim to be indigenous here who are African or African descent.
No, I'm just saying anybody else that's claiming that Mexicans or people that are from this continent shouldn't be here just because of the United States border. They've always been in this continent from North America. Their bloodline is tied to here rather than any other race, which is not from here, whether it's from Europe, Africa, or any other continent, Asia.
I'm so sorry you stepped on this panel.
Well, all I'm saying
I mean,
is,
am I right or wrong, bro? Like,
no, I agree with you.
test,
Listen, I agree with you. The white team man kicking people off of this land that he says don't belong here, that are native to here, to this region. And so if he doesn't have a say, how does an FBA have a say?
I mean, you guys are just being the same way as them, right? You guys are saying like, oh, Mexicans shouldn't be here, even though they have more ties to here than you do.
Right or wrong? I'm Mexican, Dan. I'm more Mexican.
Just because you're Mexican doesn't mean anyone else is.
I'm more Mexican than you are, Dan.
Okay.
How about that?
I told you I'm Native American, bro. You come from Mexican and
So
African.
Mexicans are Native Americans. Did you not know that?
No, they're not. They come from Spain.
Okay, so what tribe? Okay, what tribe are you from? What tribe are you from?
I told you where I'm from. Gila River, GILA River.
GILA. Okay, so
Arizona.
Okay, so you're
between Tucson.
Hold on.
Between Tucson and Phoenix.
If you're in Arizona,
between Tucson and Phoenix. Between Tucson and Phoenix.
Okay, you're in Mexico. You're in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in
No,
Mexico.
it's in Arizona. What are you talking about?
It's Mexico.
It's not Mexico. It's Arizona. What are you talking
I
about?
have a question.
We have more ties to here than you do. You come from Africa. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Okay, we got one of those.
Look at your hair.
We got one of
Type
those.
C4, right? Type C4. Type C4.
Type straight hair. Type
your DNA.
Type straight Spanish hair.
DNA.
Spanish,
African.
white boy Spanish, white boy, no sabo.
You don't even belong here. You have no say in this continent. You have no say in this continent.
I'm guessing you're FBA.
Let me just drop. No, he's a Mexican. He's a white Spaniard Mexican. He wants to call himself.
That makes sense.
He wants to call black people monkeys. I could already tell you that's the kind of energy he had.
That makes a lot of sense. I forgot I had marinated.
Let me remind him that there are black people in Mexican that are more Mexican than your Arizona, New Mexico ass. Okay.
Yikes.
He doesn't speak his original tongue, I'm sure. He sounds mad. He just sounds mad. You feel me?
He sounds very hurt.
I was gonna agree with him because I was like, okay, the white team man is kicking you out. I get that. So they're deporting. They're deporting Native Americans, right? They're deporting. Hold on, Kate. Let me tell them. They're deporting Native Americans because they look like Mexicans. They already deported a bunch of chiefs thinking that they were Mexican people. So what does that tell you? So, anyways, go ahead, kicking.
Not only that, what I wanted to say is, first of all, Uncle Trump is fighting so hard right now to deport y'all so-called FBAs. Where are y'all gonna go? Because y'all say y'all are from here. I just have these questions, I'm not trying to be ignorant. Actually, I'm not sorry. If you think I'm being ignorant, I was told at my job today in the office, I need to be a little bit nicer to people in my email. I don't know how the fuck I have to do that. So this place is where I'm gonna actually not be nice. Where are y'all gonna go when they actually start deporting your behinds back to I forget. Y'all say you're not from Africa. I also forget. Y'all call Africans bully scratchers as well. I also forget y'all say you're native to being here. You're the only black people that's supposed to be on this land. But as we currently speaking, Uncle Trump is working very hard to deport y'all, so-called FBAs.
You don't belong here. Take a
So who
DNA
don't
test,
belong
bitch.
here?
You
Where
don't
are y'all
belong
gonna
here.
go?
Look at your nose,
Who?
bitch.
Who?
Yo, can I come
Are
up and
you?
Your
say something?
nose.
I
Look
waited. I just came.
Who?
I waited
Wait.
for
your DNA.
45 minutes.
I
I
know I
waited
don't
45
belong
minutes.
here. Let me tell you,
No,
if he's been
listen.
coming on
Nobody.
here
Listen, sister.
talking about
Nobody's.
I don't belong here, sweetheart,
No,
you
nobody's
talking to
calling
the
people booty
wrong
scratchers.
person.
You're
Okay?
too old to say somebody's calling somebody's booty scratcher. That sounds ridiculous. Come on. Nobody's calling nobody. And the
Y'all are
FBA
coming
can't get
to
deported. We
says
can't get
who?
deported. We're
Says
American.
Belong.
who?
You don't
Do
belong.
you not watch the news?
No, we
Anyways,
can't get
do y'all
deported.
not watch press
Will's back.
conferences?
Will's
Do
back. All
y'all
right, Will,
not
We're
hold on.
not
comprehend?
Hold on,
being
Will.
deported.
Just hold on. Don't
Again,
be
I say,
Don't be arguing. Don't be arguing, Will.
this is why
Hold
I
on. Hold
stick
on.
to my point.
Let her land her
Comprehension
point,
is
Will,
key, and
and I'll
y'all
get to
can't
you.
comprehend a goddamn thing. Y'all just speak because y'all want to speak. I was saying in my tongue. For the person that tell me said I don't belong here, you are damn right I don't belong here, my friend. I don't want to be inside this country. Let me
Then
tell you.
go.
I'm suffering inside this country. I don't want to be here. But unfortunately for me, I had a child here. Okay? So if I was to take my behind back to
You
my
using
country right
excuses.
now,
Having a child
and
anyway
I'm a
doesn't mean anything.
citizen, so y'all will actually still benefit off of me when
We're
I
not.
go
You're
back
sitting there
home.
sucking up
As
some
a
damn
U.S.
welfare.
citizen, if I do go back
You ain't
home
educated. I can
and
hear by how
work,
you talk.
They're
You're not
right,
mad.
educated.
Kicking.
and
You
Hold
don't
on.
have a
work,
job.
They're
I
mad.
will
Kicking.
still
Kicking.
have to
Hold
pay
on.
taxes here. If I
Kicking.
was to go back to
You're an African.
Liberia and work,
You're just
I
an
would still have
African
to pay
Shanae.
taxes, which means I would still have to support y'all ignorant behinds, y'all uneducated behind, your idiocity. Okay? So for somebody that wants to tell me I am uneducated, sweetheart, I am currently in school for law. I'm going to get my law
You're
degree.
currently in school.
Not
Come on.
only that,
I never
He's
heard
currently about to
anybody
sue
in
you,
school,
Will. He's
bro.
about to currently sue you.
I have my degree in business management and a minor in accounting. So please have several
I know
seats
people with
before you
doctor
start
degrees that's washing
talking.
dishes
And
in TGI
so,
Friday. This
and
is
Kicking.
I
America.
am not. And
1,300
thank
people.
God,
Hold on, Will.
I am
Let her
not.
land, Will.
Thank
Let her
God,
land.
I am not. I have done everything in property management from nonprofit to corporate. And sweetheart, I've touched money. I've even been hired by a governor himself. So before you come on here with your ignorant behind and you think you're going to tip me off, let me read your life for you real quick. Okay? So you said your welfare is sitting as Section 8, 9 years in a row, Generation Section 8 having ass on this internet talking about FBA when he starts deporting y'all behinds. I hope you know we don't do Section 8 in our country. And I hope you know. I hope you know you don't have a country to go back to once Donald Trump starts deporting y'all behinds. And he has already begun doing so. And if you think I'm lying, go online and do your research yourself. So shut your ass up. And then before you finish shutting your ass up, you can lick between my ass crack. Lick it very, very good. Because your mind what trip Your man, watch out what the police say. Let me tell you, your partner teach you nothing good. Your man should
Yo,
have
can you let
swallowed
her
you.
play, man?
Your man should have swallowed you, but she
Let her
decided
cook.
not to swallow
Let her
you.
cook,
And your
Will.
man, because your man
She's
not swallow
almost
you,
done.
that why you here
Okay.
spreading stupidity
I'll give you
on
your
this
time.
internet because your mother did not swallow you. Your man should have swallowed you. Your papa ran away from you. He went to go get milk. He's still getting the milk. Your papa knew he was doing the wrong thing when your mom decided not to swallow you. Your papa even gave your mom money said to go flush you.
Okay,
She decided
Kiki.
not to flush
Okay,
you. I rest my case. You stupid fool. Can't
All
tell
right,
me
hold on.
bullshit.
I do wanna say something. Will, you were up here already, Will. All right. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
you
want to
came back.
reiterate. Just
Hold
give
on
me
now.
30
Hold on, Will.
seconds.
I will, but you have to listen to me, Will. There is nothing you can do to us to make us feel
Or
that we don't
say.
belong here. You know, even if you call us anchor babies or tethers or any of this stuff, right? There's nothing that you're gonna do to unchange this. We are here, and we can go back and come right back. Like, we're American citizens until your daddy Donald Trump ends up deporting born what is it called? Born citizens here in the continent, you know, which is different than naturalization. A lot of people want to confuse the two. You know, there's two different pathways to citizenship, right? There's the naturalization one, and then there's the being born here. So there's really nothing you can do besides just call out names about how we're tethers or we're anchor babies. You can repeat the same
Can I
rhetoric,
explain something to you
but
about
it's not.
people
Hold on,
calling
Will.
people that?
Hold on, Will. It's not gonna do much though. Even if you explain it, Will, like, we'll still be like, you know, 10 toes down on tetherness. You know, we're tethered Americans, you know, and we're tethered to this land, you know. So, Will, I want you to take all your feelings. Don't take it
I don't have
personal.
feelings. I'm saying fact. I'm talking kind. I'm not saying nothing derogatory to that woman. If that's how she feel, that's cool. What I'm saying as far as Tethers is a good name. And Uncle Tom and Coon. No, let me finish. And calling it a black FBA, a Coon is a good name. But a tether isn't all foreigners. That's just an Uncle Tom. That's a foreigner. That's it. So you're not a tether unless you're out here doing some derogatory shit to somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
Will,
Other than
again,
that,
I understand what you're saying, but again,
and this woman, you
I
can
hear
be
the term
denaturalized.
tethered is used by an FBA in so
No,
many
it doesn't
different
matter. We
ways.
call black people.
There's so many different
Why
nations.
should I
Everybody
be
has a different
denaturalized?
definition for
I
Please
tethered.
give
said
me a
if you're
reason.
anti-American, they're
Well, that
denaturalizing
again,
people. I
tether.
didn't say
You know what?
you.
Okay, so let me
No,
just
you
say
said
this.
in that
Hold on,
moment,
kicking.
I
you should
said
be.
people
Hold
are
on,
being.
kicking.
Look,
Oh, hold
he
on,
let
hold on.
you
I will.
cook
I'm
and
gonna let
talk.
you land, Will. But let me just give you this. Okay,
Okay,
tethered.
yeah. Let me know. I'm not
Yeah, I'll
feeling
let you
no
know.
type of way.
Tethered
I'm
comes
not going nowhere.
from
I
the
don't care.
South. This Black American woman from the South told me that her grandfather, when he heard the word tether, he was like, well, that's what they used to say, the white tea men, before they were about to strange fruit us. They said they would ask the question, or it's a statement. Let's tether this N word. You know, let's tether this N word, which meant strange fruiting him. Okay, that's where the word.
That's not. No.
Well, that's what I heard.
That
That's what I heard from a Black American woman from the South talking about her grandfather and how that's the last time he heard it. That's what it meant. Okay, so it comes to no surprise that you guys recycle words, right, with the intention of dehumanizing people. And again, you get to decide at your discretion who's a tether and who's not.
No, I don't get to decide. You don't get to
well,
decide.
again, you
what
just gave me
Uncle
your
Tom is.
definition. Your definition is different
No,
than
anybody's
all other
definition.
FBAs have a different interpretation.
Listen, I'm
of the word tether.
FBA and I'm in Lagos 3 months out the year. Listen, I got nothing against somebody from
It's
another
not
country. No.
Lagos. It's Lagos.
Listen,
I'm
King,
begging you.
we're gonna
It's
give him.
Lagos.
We're gonna
It's not Lagos.
Will. Don't let me
See, y'all
stick
cut
the
me
Will.
off. I
Don't
ain't
let
get
me
to
stick the
talk.
Will.
Every
I
time
got
I
you.
talk, you cut me off.
Will, hold on. I'm gonna give
Everything
you.
I say, you cut me
Hold
off. But you let
on,
everybody else speak.
relax. Will.
I'm not.
Relax.
You know what? I thought this was.
Nah, I'm gonna give you some time.
intellectual,
Just
man.
relax, Will. Just relax. You gotta calm down. Everything's gonna be okay. Will, I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes only.
Yeah. Listen, as far as her, she talking about it's how I say Legos. Listen, how do you think you sound to me with an accent? It works both ways. You understand what I'm saying? I got nothing against. I'm not trying to deport my brothers and sisters back to another country if they doing well. But if somebody's a criminal, listen. If I stayed one day or did something funny on my paperwork when I go over there, Abuja or wherever, they're gonna kick my ass out and they're gonna charge me money. Might put me in jail. That's all that is. It ain't about somebody hating on that. What it is, you have to speak up for all these derogatory, these horrible people that's coming from Africa or the Caribbean that's over here hurting us. Nobody said nothing about you. I don't know you. But if there's people in certain positions that are hurting us and in a way, we're gonna say something. If we got Uncle Tom's and we tell everybody, don't fuck with him, that dude's no good. You understand? That's all we saying. There's no war against all us back and forth. Ain't no war. A tether is supposed to be derogatory, but it's not meant for you unless you're doing something tetherist. Or do you have a situation where so you're in the city government and you're trying to hurt black people? If you're not, then you ain't a tether. Come on. People gonna
Come
say
on, it's
ignorant
not
shit.
only regulated to the government and people that work
No,
for the
no, you
government.
want
Stop
I
it.
use that as no, I ain't say government. We don't care if you just out here calling people niggas or katas or whatever. We don't care about that. Nobody cares about that. That's just some
Nah, that's not true, bro.
But no, if you
Every FBA has their own definition.
it's 50 million of us. You can't say that.
but
No,
again,
hold on. Kicking, hold on. I gotta let him land his plane.
No, it's
Again, there's
50
not
million.
50.
It's
Not
50 million
not
people
all
that
50.
don't.
Not all 50 million people subscribe to being an FBA.
No, they
first
don't.
and
They
foremost.
don't. That's
Okay.
like saying when I was in Nigeria, everybody that's Nigerian, they definitely don't agree with each other. Trust me. I've seen it within 10 minutes of being there. You understand? And you don't either. And that's what I'm saying. Nobody's going to agree with each other, but we got to agree to disagree. We can't degrade each other. I haven't degraded you one time. I didn't call you a tether. I don't know you. I didn't say that. Well, if you have a situation where you could hold somebody back, or you work in the bank and you're not going to get somebody a loan, that's what a tether is.
But just because I'm black and the person's black,
the black don't mean nothing.
If they don't qualify, even if our skin color
No, you
are
ain't
alike,
listening to what I
if
said.
they don't
If you
qualify,
did it, listen. If you doing it just because somebody's black American and you're African, which happens a lot.
no,
Because you got some
but
black
it
Americans
happens
might
the
do the
other
same
way
to you.
around. It
You got
happens.
black. You got
It
black
happens
Americans.
the other way around more
I said
often
it
than
does
you
work the other way
think.
around. You got black Americans. FBA might say, "Fuck those Africans. I'm going to deny their loan." Same thing. He's Uncle Tom. Same shit. That's what I'm saying. It's either your own code helping your own people that's going to help you. If you're not going to help
Again,
us,
FBAs are trying to delineate. They're not trying to
yes,
help
we're
their
delineating.
African brothers and sisters.
Africans
They're not.
delineate when they
They're
came over
not,
here.
though.
They got their own community.
No.
Yes,
So
you
hold on,
do.
Kiki. Okay, your time is up.
They
But
Yours
cannot
would
I do have to
delineate
let
from
Kiki.
Igbo.
Hold on,
I will
Kiki.
tell
You're
you
Hold on,
that.
Kiki.
tribal.
Kiki.
Africans are
Hold
tribal.
on, guys. Let me introduce C Will, please. Let me introduce C Will. But I do want to say this before I introduce C Will, that you can't speak for all Black Americans, let alone
No, I said
FBAs.
Africans are tribal, so everybody delineates.
Okay, I'm not talking about.
but
I'm
in
not
our
talking.
home, in
Hold
our
on,
home,
hold
we
on.
are
Kicking,
tribal,
kicking.
but we
Hold.
take
You're
our
tribal here.
Kicking. Oh
because
my God, kicking! I gotta mute you, kicking. I will. Please be quiet. We're not talking about tribalism. We're not. I mean, I'm not talking about the Bloods and Crips. Okay. Listen, bro. Everybody has their own issues, right? And we call out the coonery on both sides. There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you. No, I'm glad you said
But
that.
what you're
I'm
getting
good.
mixed up, Will, is that you have your own perspective about our people, same way that we have about your people, your FBAs. Black Americans and African Americans are
No,
our
I
people.
live
People that
by
have an
code.
affinity to Africa, people that don't don't care to rep Africa, and those are our people, right? So again,
No, all those people ain't your
there's
people. Nobody
there's
in
not no
Africa.
50 million FBAs, okay? Maybe Black Americans, you know,
Why
and
weren't
even
the
okay.
Africans repping Africa when I
Hold
was?
on. I ain't done. Your time is up. You got your time to speak. Now let me introduce the new guest, please. And you guys flee. You guys always flee because you guys want the floor. You think you're special coming on here. Like, I need to hear your advice about your people. But you don't want to hear from us. You only want to hear yourself talk. And that's what's so disappointing, you know? So again, you guys are very arrogant when it comes to listening to us about our grievances. We already heard your grievance. You want to check. You want that fucking reparations check. And you don't want anybody to have it. Okay.
Meanwhile, they
We
forgetting some of their
don't.
ancestors were taken
We
back
ain't
to
waiting for
Africa.
shit. We ain't waiting for shit here.
So
Whatever. We're still here to support you guys, Black Americans, African Americans. You know, we're here to educate people not to be an FBA today. Okay, that's what
don't
we're
worry,
here.
Will. My
See,
goal is
see,
to go
Will,
back home.
welcome up, see, Will. Go ahead if you want to respond.
What's going on, man? You're right, man. They're fleers. He fled, man. I mean, that's what these people do. It's a hit and run tactics. That's what they use. Hit and run tactics, victim tactics, bro. Yeah, I mean, every time you speak to these people, man, I mean, they're very critical of other groups of people. If you notice that, very critical. And like the brother Tether think tank says, these are the rednecks of the Black Americans. They're not the normal Black American person. They're the rednecks. They're the bottom, the lower class. They're protecting their whitey zaddy. And that's what because every time you talk to these people, man, they always say white supremacy, this, white supremacy, that, but they don't want to fight white supremacy. They want to fight Black people, Black immigrants, or really immigrants in general, because I see them attacking natives, Mexicans, really just immigrants in general. So I mean, you can't really educate these people. There's a lot of conspiracies and stuff. I mean, they're not even sure on their identity. Some of they're like you guys see it, right? Indigenous, Hebrew, Moor, Viking, Black European. I mean, what the hell is this, man? It's a freak show. You can't educate people who don't want to be educated. That's really all I got to say, man.
Yeah, they're everything. They're everything besides an African. Go ahead, Tether.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I think we have to defend the good reputation and the good name of African Americans. FBAs are on social media every day saying the most ignorant, humiliating, embarrassing things, claiming that they're indigenous Indian. Most African Americans understand that that they have roots in Africa. They understand that slavery really happened in America. They're not confused about their identity, but FBAs are creating this false idea that African Americans are having an identity crisis when it's really just these low level, short bus riding Black rednecks. I can't overemphasize that enough. FBAs do not represent African Americans. These are like the lowest percentile of African Americans. So I just want to uplift the dignity and humanity of African Americans. And FBAs say that they're not African Americans. I believe them. So we need to delineate them. And I land.
Yeah, we're doing our own delineation from the delineation that started. But I think we're just helping push that process a little bit further, a little bit faster. So I agree with you, Tether. Let's go ahead and listen to Moral Entertainment. Oh, I didn't read all of it. Sorry. Welcome to the panel, my brother. Introduce yourself with your race and ethnicity and where you're from, please.
Black. I'm from Georgia. And yeah.
Your ethnicity, my brother.
My ethnicity?
Yeah. Did you just say black?
Yeah, I'm black.
Black American.
I'm black.
Are you indigenous?
Are you indigenous?
Are you indigenous?
I'm a foundational Black American.
Yeah, you can say that. Where are you?
I mean, I guess you can call me that. Yeah, I'm from America. I'm, but I'm black.
Okay, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead and respond to
I just
anything.
wanted to say. I just wanted to say on a serious note. I never knew that that the Africans and the FBAs were supposed to have beef. The reason why I say I'm an FBA is because my family, I don't know about your family or anybody else's family, but I know my family were slaves down here in the South or from the South, you know, and I call myself a foundational Black American because I can't say I'm a Nigerian. I can't say I'm from any other country in Africa. You know, the only thing I know is America. And then the thing about it is my family were from different places in Africa, but we all are interbred. So the only thing I can call myself is like a foundational Black American. That's really kind of like what I am. It's a whole new thing, but it's not something to delineate myself from Africans or that I hate Africans. And another thing too, when you talk about foundational Black Americans and how we're supposed to be the lowest of the low and the worst of the worst and all that crap, we don't think about Africans in a negative light. We're not thinking about Africans trying to hurt Africans. And if you have a problem with FBAs attacking you, it's because of you. It's you. It's not because you're an African. It's because you are
Is that right?
a jerk.
Hold on, Tether.
You a
Hold
jerk.
on.
And you are a piece of whatever. Like you said something bad, so they went off and started talking about you. But it's not because you're from Africa, because we get along with Africans all the time.
You
I never
FBA
met
is
an
good, man.
African I never
So
got
why?
along with.
So my brother, why wouldn't you call yourself an African American if the Africans are already included and you
I
you
am
have
an
an
African
affinity?
American. That's
Okay,
what an
thank
FBA
you.
is.
Okay,
Every FBA is
No,
an
well,
African
hold
American.
on, Kick. Hold on, Kick. Hold on. I do want to give.
I'm an African American. Y'all are Africans in America.
No,
Okay.
I have a question for him, right?
I'm an African American, and
Hold
ladies,
on,
you are
Kick.
Africans
Hold
in
on.
America.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. All right. I'm gonna give Kicking. You want to say something? I'll keep it under a minute. All right.
Yeah, no, I want to ask him
And
a few
I'll let
questions,
Tether.
and we're not gonna go back and forth. I'm just asking to get your point of view on something, okay?
Mhm.
So I understand you say your reasoning for calling yourself a FBA, right? But I want to point out something of where you may have been wrong, right? When you said when FBAs attack, they're not going attacking Africans. If they're attacking you, it's because of you. That's not quite accurate. You understand?
At all.
It's
That's
not accurate. No. It's not accurate.
personally
Hold
in your life. If you had this,
on, Maury. Did you
Hold
land
on.
Kicking? Did you land?
No, it's not
Okay.
accurate
You're gonna
because
have to hear.
there are lives on here, right? Where as soon as you get up there, the first thing they're doing is going to see your profile. And if you're not Black American, they're automatically coming for your looks. They're automatically coming for or calling you out of your name. They're automatically telling you to go back to where you're from. You're not from here. You
but
understand?
those are racist. I mean, there's Black Republicans. You know,
That's
it's people. Of course, everybody ain't gonna like you. It
FBA's
ain't
not
gonna be
Black
right.
the people that don't
Republicans.
nobody talk about.
But that's what we're saying. That's why when we say the FBAs that are on here are certain things, we're not speaking about all FBAs. And we know we're not speaking of all FBA. You may not have heard us earlier stating that we're not speaking about all of them because not all of them think the same way. But it is
But I
large
just
majority of
heard
FBAs,
Butter just
right?
say all of them were dumb. He
It's
said
a
all of them were dumb
large.
from the South, and
Again, he wasn't here when we disclosed that from the beginning, right? But there are large of them. A large number of them are ignorant. They are very, very ignorant. They do not want to hear you as long as you don't sound like them, as long as you don't look anything close to being whitewashed, where they can say, okay, yeah, you're Black American. They do not want to hear you or your point of view. That's all I want to say. Do I feel
it's
like you're just like all the FBAs we've come across? No. Do I feel like you have the same mindset as Will that we had earlier? I don't think so, but only time will tell based off what you say going forward.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this, man. My whole life, and this is how I always felt. This is how I always felt. We was all on the same team, and that they coming for all of us. They didn't care when they want to. If they want to harass a Black person, they don't care if you African American, FBA. They're attacking all us the same way.
So
the
you see
same
how you
way.
said that, right?
Hold on.
I
And
agree.
and that is
I do.
100% true, right? You see how you
Yeah.
said that the FBAs that are on TikTok actually monologuing on FBAs on TikTok, they don't think like that. They don't believe that if we are both sitting at the same table or at the same field and a police officer comes, they don't believe that we'll both get arrested based off our skin color. They really feel like they're more superior to Africans and anyone that's not from this country. And I'm not saying continent, I'm just saying the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I do want to give a chance to Tether to respond, and then see Will, and
Right.
then we'll introduce new guests.
Just real quick. So, Molin, do you have any African ancestry?
Yes, but I can't trace it back. My grandma was Geechee, so I know I got African ancestry simply because of that.
All
And
right.
I mean,
All right.
I can't go back that
Are
far
you,
because my family was slaves, so I can only go
got
back
you.
to when it was free.
Got you. I have slave ancestry on my mother's side too. Now, are you indigenous to America?
The way I feel, I mean, before it was in America, I was over here. So when America got created, I was here.
No, I mean, did you originate in America? Were you always here since before Columbus arrived? Since
Oh no, I'm not stupid. No.
okay, I just want to
No,
see where your head's at.
No, yeah,
So,
I'm not stupid.
you know what?
I mean, but I
I
think it's a
consider
possibility that some black people were, but the populations was so small that it doesn't even matter anyway.
okay. So, with that said, I don't really consider you're not a real FBA. You're an African American who's claiming FBA. Because if you're FBA, you would tell me that you're some kind of indigenous Indian, and your grandma always said that you're an Indian, and you ain't no African. And
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
yeah, I know
pretendians,
so.
bro.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
the
don't want to be an
pretendians.
Indian. I'm proud. I'm
right,
proud to be black, and I'm proud of
Right.
my descendants and everything they went through.
so
Because I know where I'm at,
me
and
and you, we ain't
we
got no
made it through.
problems. I have no problem with you, my brother. I want you to live well and prosper and to do well. So
Y'all too, man. Y'all too, bro.
nothing I'm saying
All
applies to
day.
you. Nothing I'm saying is applying to you. I'm talking about pretendians, and I'm talking about FBAs who are black identity extremists who call me a tether, who insult me, my family, my wife, my father, my mother. These are
I don't like them
people.
either, though.
These are people who I need them to be delineated.
So
100%.
y'all talk about pretendians.
Pretendians and FBAs.
Now I finally found the dude because I had been in a couple of these chats and y'all kept bringing up a dude name, so I had to Google him. Look him up on
Tariq
TikTok.
Nasheed?
Yeah, I had never seen him before.
Yeah, you're
I
not
had never
FBA
seen
if you
him
don't know
before
that
until
guy,
I
bro.
heard y'all talking about him. So
But
I
how you
Googled him and I started
FBA? You
watching
don't
his
know Tariq
videos.
Okay, you've never heard of
Yeah,
Tariq Nasheed, but you call yourself FBA.
what you said?
I'm sorry, you say you call yourself FBA, but you've never heard of Tariq Nasheed?
I had no idea who he was.
He owns the trademark, so he owns you. This is your
He don't
own.
own me. He own the saying that I'm using.
He owns your
Tether, he
lineage.
don't own him, but he owns the identity FBA.
Yeah, he trademarked it,
He
man.
own the
Isn't that
saying that
weird?
I'm using. I mean, he may have trademarked it, but to me, I mean,
Tether
because
says
when I
he
heard
owns
I'm
you.
thinking foundational Black
Yeah.
American, I'm like, okay, I've been here. I'm a foundational Black American. That's how I'm looking at it. I didn't know who he was until I heard y'all talking, and then I Googled it and I looked him up, and I'm like, okay, nah, I'm not. Maybe I'm not a foundational Black American.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
But
because some of the things.
I agree with the idea in the fact that because we are different, we do need to say, okay, we are some type of American, like because we are kind of like a new people.
Right. And
Yeah.
I have no problem with a distinct ethnic group just for the descendants of American chattel slavery. But my only issue is why does it have to be why does it have to come with xenophobia? So for instance, I'm an
Yeah.
American citizen, right? So a lot of FBAs will tell me I'm not an American, I'm an immigrant, even though I'm a citizen. So do you think that slave ancestry makes you more American than any other American citizen?
Not by law, but I do feel like I'm extra American. I do feel that a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you because we've been here for so dang long. I do feel a certain type of way, even about Trump, because his family from Germany. I do feel like, hey man, we kind of been here, like we been here, but I don't
Right.
hate. It ain't like I want something bad to happen to you, but you know, I'm like, hey, I'm American, but we all American. If you come here, you become a citizen. That's the beauty of America. You just American as I am. It's not like you could be more American. You know what I mean? It's not like a thing.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think we're all equally American. Like,
Yeah,
how,
we all Americans. Y'all just got here more recent, but y'all
right.
American. Like I'm an American.
Right. So much respect.
I got a quick.
Go ahead.
I got a quick question for Mo Entertainment. What are those Hebrew letters in your profile picture?
Yeah,
Are you a Hebrew Israelite?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I
Okay,
just thought
man.
it would look cool for the
I
album
was
cover.
like, what?
I just thought
Man,
it
you know,
would look cool for
sometimes
the album cover if I put it in Hebrew.
sometimes people come on, you know, they come on here and they say they're not like a Britannia or an FBA or a Hebrew or any of those. I mean, they got many identities. I mean, there's a new one every couple of years, man. And then
I'm an
they
atheist,
kind of
man.
like slip some shit in, you know, like, you know, we were here,
I'm an
we've been here,
atheist
you know.
that read the Bible a
Okay,
lot.
that's cool. That's cool, man. Hey, but you're not one of those crazy people, bro. That's all.
I
Like,
100%
I'm all
agree
right
with
with you
that.
guys, man.
Every
No,
other
I'm
year,
really into my
there's a
history.
new
I'm
one.
really
There's a
into
new one.
figuring out how things, the
Every
truth
other
about
year.
history. The truth about history matter a whole lot to me. The truth
I
matter.
agree with my brother, by the way. I agree with my brother. He said every other year there's a new one. I 100% agree with that. Every other year, African Americans come with a new
Yo,
one.
Mo Entertainment.
They are what 1 year they are Vikings, 1 year they are Moors, 1 year they are
Yeah.
Coptic.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I understand though. I understand. It is very difficult to be confused. It is so difficult because they took away your identity. You have no idea who you are.
Yep. And that's the problem too. And see, that's so hard for me too, though,
You have
because
no idea.
y'all got to think about how I feel talking to these brothers trying to explain to them.
Brother,
Hey,
I
man.
know.
Hey,
It
man,
is
that's not true, bro.
very
That's not true,
difficult.
bro. Hey,
You have
I
no
know
idea
I
who
know
you
your
are.
ancestors were slaves because I seen your last name right next to my ancestors' last name.
It's like
My
being
an-
a dead horse.
my
Yeah.
ancestors. I know exactly who I am. That's the thing. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of Africans, they know
Wish they
exactly
did.
who they are too. No,
Wish they
African
did,
people.
yeah.
No, they know. I think most Africans we know. Most of us we know exactly
Oh
where
yeah,
we come from.
Africans, yeah.
I can count back maybe 17 grandfathers back. I can do that right now for you. You know that's the thing, especially in the Horn where we are from. I think Vibes, the host, he can
What's
attest.
the oldest grandfather?
My oldest grandfather that I can go back to, I think it's Isaac. That's from the times of the prophet.
Yeah, mine only go back.
I can go all the way back. Bro, I can tell you. I promise you. Even my nephew can go all the way back. He's only 6 years old. He can go all the way back. My son, I'm teaching him today how to do that. And he's not even fully black. He's half. And he can go back maybe 600-700 years right now, but I'm trying to teach him.
But you know, like
Somali, bro?
So the thing is, I know. That's why I know that this is why it's quite funny to most of us Africans, if you don't want to hear that, especially East Africans, where we come from the Horn, where we say like, you know, we can count back so many generations, and then we hear, oh, I'm a Viking, I'm a Moor. I'm Coptic. I'm this. I'm that. I'm the other. It is so ridiculous. You're not. You're West African. You come from one of the most beautiful histories on the whole planet, and you have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea that you come from one of the most amazing histories.
Yeah.
In history. And all you have to do is just embrace that and just look into that.
But the key is
rather than claim like, oh, now I'm a native, FBA, all that. Forget that, man. Come on.
You know,
Forget
I'm gonna
that.
tell you the problem. You
You
want me to tell
are
you the problem with
African. You are African. You know what? And you are
you want me to
one
tell you the
of the
problem
most
with FBAs, bro?
the richest people in history is connected to your bloodline.
You want me to tell you the
You,
problem with
if you
FBAs?
only knew that.
Yeah, go
If you
go
Hey,
only
bro,
knew
ahead,
that.
man. Just let
the
him
problem
talk.
with FBAs is the Bible.